Alright, what's up guys? Welcome on into another video, and today we are going to be ranking every single car in Chapter 6, from worst to best. We're not going to be doing a tier list this time, we're going to be doing it with numbers. So like number 1, number 2, that kind of thing. But we're going to be starting from the bottom all the way going up, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be a little bit surprised as to how many cars there were in this chapter, because it is actually a little bit insane. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below if you guys think I did a good job on this tier list, or maybe you think I did a bad job or anything like that. So yeah. But yeah, I think we should start off with number 50. Yes, there were 50 cars added this chapter. Oh wait, no. There's actually 2 less because yeah, I forgot these 2 weren't added in the chapter. So hold on. Let me take these from my ranking. So we're starting with number 49. Wait, that doesn't make sense. What? I just took 2 away and it says 49 now. Oh well. It is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, I guess we're going to be starting with number 49. And through these bottom ones, I will just give a little bit of a vague description, tell you about the pricing, tell you why I didn't really like them too well and stuff like that. So yeah. So number 49, we have the mystery van. Obviously, it did not have any customization whatsoever and was about, I think it was 2,000 V-Bucks, which was the only saving point on that car. But next up is the Incredible, which was about 1,800 V-Bucks. Once again, no customization with any of the decals or even the base version. And you guys will realize that I changed up my rankings a lot for this video, because I've come to a better understanding to what the cars are actually like and everything like that, and what cars I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I don't know how to explain it. I guess what cars are good, what cars are bad, which ones deserve the higher ranks, which ones deserve the lower ranks, and I've come to terms on their value a little bit more than the car themselves. So I guess that's the best way I could put it. But next up we have number 47, which is the Ninja Turtle van. I'm just going to call it that. I don't know the exact name of it. But once again, this car was kind of underwhelming, especially compared to the rest of these on the tier list, because I'm pretty sure this was like 2,500 V-Bucks, didn't really have that much customization. Next up, 46, being the Batmobile. This car, once again, lacked customization, plus the Joker decal wasn't even purple, so I have to deduct even more points on that. 45 being the Kai Cenat Mercedes. Now, the Mercedes, it has some nice decals on it, like the customizable ones. Well, not customizable, but animated ones. And it only has 1 customizable decal, which is why it gets such a low ranking for it being 2,800 V-Bucks. If they would have added in some base decals or more decals overall, I feel like it could have gotten a little bit better of a ranking. Number 44 being the Tigress. Now, this car had a collab with, I think it was Invincible, I think the name was called, but the car's headlights kind of look like they're just stickers on it, and the car doesn't look like much, honestly. It's a complete downer compared to a lot of these other ones. Number 43 is going to be the Twinzer. Some people will call it the version 2 octane, the version 3 octane. Me, I call it a Doom Buggy because it doesn't look like an octane at all to me. It's a nice car, but you'll see, once again, not in any comparison to the other vehicles on this list. Next up is the Jackal, being number 41. That's had the One Punch Man collab. Once again, just a regular old Rocket League car coming over into Fortnite. Number 40 being Homer's car. This car had 3 different styles, and I'm pretty sure I had no customizability, but it was 2,200. Next up being 39, the Ripper. Now, the Ripper would have been so much better if it came out during Chapter 5 Season 3, but it came out during Chapter 6 Season 4, I believe, 3 or 4. I feel like it would have been a bit better if they would have kept the things, the iron bars on it or whatever, and then just made them one shot instead of making a windshield or whatever. I feel like that would have been suiting the car much more, at least for rocket racing. Number 38 is going to be the Zippy. This car's cute, however, it's a downer, honestly, because once again, not really much compared to the rest of these cars in my opinion. Next up, 37 being the Mamba. This car had an Adventure Time collab, so it's going to naturally get a little bit more score than the Zippy, and it has it reminds me of an old Shelby GT500. No, not 500. Oh, I forgot what the car was called, but it reminds me of one of the like old Shelbys, and it has like the convertible kind of Shelby. Next up, being number 36, the Pontiac Firebird. I completely stuttered there, I don't know why. The car has those like little pop-up headlights, and it has like a mall decal, dragon decal, those kind of decals, but it was in this season's Rocket Pass, being season 20, but honestly, it didn't really hold up compared to like the Centauri or the Breakout X, which are going to be number 35 for the Centauri and number 34 for the Breakout X. Those two sharing the same decals, but I didn't really like either of them as much as the other Rocket Pass cars, so they're naturally going to be down here. I don't really play with them that much, but the Breakout X kind of reminds me of a Ferrari F80, if that. But yeah, next up is 33, the Dodge Scat Pack Charger. This used to be a hybrid inside the game. Like, it used to have like a gearing and everything like that, and it was really cool. But then they changed the engine sound on it, and now the engine sound just sounds like absolute crap. Also, this freaking bug where if you equip any base decal or no decal on the Scat Pack, the trim will appear. Like the trim of the car, like the cobalt, sky blue, the gold, the purple, the red, the orange, that kind of stuff. But if you put any one of the original decals on it, it's just like original decals, like the decals exclusive for the car and the Azura, the trim won't appear on the Scat Pack for some reason. So we need to get Epic to fix that. I've been trying to get that fixed since season 18 of Rocket League, but it's still not fixed. Epic, please fix it. Next up, number 32 being the Megastar. Now, the Megastar does have the neon customization, which is, well, unique to a few certain cars, and it does look cool. It reminds me of like a newer Supra in a way. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just me or what. But my main problem with the car is the decals. I don't really like any of the decals. And the engine sound, which you cannot hear whatsoever. So if they turn up the engine sound, then I think I'll like it a little bit more than the Quadra, which will be number 31. The Quadra just looks like a souped up Whiplash to me, but that's really cool. I also like how they've changed the fitment in the back to, like, for the tires. They actually fixed that. So yeah, I really like the car, but it's not as good as a lot of the other cars on here, like I've said before. But next up being number 30, the Kit car. Now, the Kit Knight Rider car used to sound so terrible. It used to sound like a freaking jet engine, like a PS4, but now it sounds so good. It's like a NASCAR now, and I love it. But this car does have a unique feature where I'm pretty sure you can change the color of the license plate in the back based on the color of something. I forgot what it was. I think it was like one of the decals or something like that. And it's really cool. I really like that feature. And I also like the little lights in the front that go like left to right, that kind of thing. But yeah, overall I like the Kit car. It's a nice price, but yeah, I think most of the SUVs are a little bit over top of that, which is number 29, the Lamborghini Urus. This car was a little bit overpriced, but it does have some decent decals. It has a lot of nice decals with it, and it also came with that set of wheels, which actually looks pretty nice on it. So, plus it can fit all 4 people for your squad. So I had to give it a little bit higher than the Kit car, even though it's like so much pricier. But I love the Urus. It's probably like one of the worst SUVs though overall. Next up being at 28, the Stampede. Now the Stampede, it looks a lot like the Ford Bronco, which we'll get to later, but I don't really like any of the Stampede's decals. That's my main problem with it. If it had better decals, sure, I'd probably go for it over the Bronco, because it's a little bit less than the Bronco in terms of pricing, but yeah, it's pretty nice overall. All right, next up is number 27, the Ford Bronco. Now, the Ford Bronco, yeah, I'd say it just barely goes over the Stampede just because of the decals and the wheels. I like them a lot better than the Stampedes, but the body is kind of the same. Don't remember the engines off the top of my head, so I can't really say on that part, but I do have to say the Bronco is, in my opinion, superior to the Stampede, but that will be a debate as old as time for any person that loves the Fortnite cars. Next up being number 26, the Recoil AV. This is kind of like my middle child for the SUVs. Like sometimes I'm like forgetting it exists, and sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. So, but yeah, I do have to say the decals are really good on it. As a nice price on it, I think it was 1,500. So yeah, that's really good, honestly. But the Recoil AV is just, it just doesn't remind me too much of an SUV. It's just a little bit too small. If I had higher suspension, I think it would remind me a little bit more of an SUV. But I do like a lot of the more name brand SUVs are coming up a lot better than the Recoil. So yeah, which are number 25 and number 24. The Jeep is number 25 and the Ram is number 24. Now the Jeep is a little bit lower than the Ram for me because I've been thinking it over, and I think I'm gonna go with the Ram during this debate because the Ram, while giving you like less cover, looks cooler in my opinion, and I also like some of the decals a little bit more. But the Jeep does give you a lot more for that value, and I'm pretty sure it's a little bit cheaper too. So if you guys want that, then yeah, you guys do you with the Jeep or the Ram. That's once again going to be a very, very big debate because a lot of people in my community especially have been debating over that. So yeah, but number 23 is going to be the Hearse. I feel like this is probably like top 3 SUV for me, top 5, because the Hearse is honestly a really good SUV, and I love the white wall tires. I love the Poppy Playtime as well as the Wednesday decals on it. Looks really good, sounds pretty decent. Alright, next up being number 22, the Revolver. This was the season exclusive car during chapter 6, season 4? No, not season 4, season 2. Yeah, this was the car that represents the season or whatever, you know? It sounds pretty cool, it looks pretty cool. It reminds me of a Mercedes. I forgot which one it was though. It was that one from, I forgot what the MF Ghost, yeah. It reminds me of that one Mercedes from MF Ghost. I forgot what the Mercedes name is though. I don't know how I forgot that. But yeah, it does represent the season pretty well with the solid gold kind of decal for the car, but other than that, it's just a goober for me. It's just another car. But next up being the Komodo. Now this car reminds me a lot of a Toyota GR86. I don't know why it does, but it kind of does, which is why I have it so far up. As well as the like more unique base decals for it. I say unique base because like it's the base decals for the car, but they're unique. They're more unique for the car. So yeah, I don't know how you want to put that, whatever, but yeah. Next up, I'm going to put number 20 as the Takumi. Now the Takumi, like I've always liked this car inside of Rocket League. I wanted to see it inside of Rocket League. Well, I wanted to see it inside of Fortnite, I mean, because like I had the car in Rocket League for a good bit, but I just wanted to know how it felt inside of Fortnite. I love the spoiler, I love the size of the car, how tiny it is. I think it suits the car very well. And I just like the car overall, especially that cat decal. That cat decal really had me sold back then. So yeah. But next up is going to be number 19, the McLaren 570S. Now this car came with like 2 deadmau5 decals, but I feel like it would have, what's the word? I feel like it would have hit a little bit more if there weren't 2 other McLarens already in the game. The McLaren Senna and the 765LT, which are honestly a little bit better in my opinion. But overall, I do think the car is pretty nice. I like the car a lot, but yeah, it's not as good as number 18 being the Battle Bus. The Battle Bus, like, this took the community by storm. We did not expect this at all whenever it first came out. But yeah, I think it's second best SUV, honestly. But I think a lot of the name brand cars and a lot of the Rocket League original cars that will come up to later on are a little bit better than the Battle Bus. But yeah, overall, really nice car, really nice SUV body. I just wish you could paint it yellow because that'd be really funny and really cool. It'd also make for a lot of good clips, honestly. Like, just watching a freaking school bus go ramming through people, that'd be hilarious instead of Fortnite. But I see why they don't though. Obviously, they don't want to represent that kind of thing in their game. But I just think it'd be pretty funny. But number 17, the Porsche 918 Spider. I do really like this car. The only thing about it is the only reason why it doesn't compare to the other cars though is because of the price point being 2,800 V-Bucks and the lack of decals it received. But overall, I do love the car. I just wish they would have gone, instead of like for like Gold Sonic whatever, they would have went for like the Tails route, or maybe did they do Shadow? I forgot they did Shadow. That would have been pretty cool too, Shadow. But yeah, next up is number 16, the Dodge Hellcat, the Dodge Charger Hellcat, whatever you want to call it. This car is the Fast and Furious one of the Fast and Furious ones, and I think it was pretty good, honestly. I love this freaking supercharger that you can hear on it. I love the whine. It sounds good. It looks good. You will not hear any complaints from me for this thing, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of the video, honestly, because a lot of these cars you will not hear any complaints about it for me, at least. Other people, you might. But number 15 is going to be the Shokunin, or the Shokunin RLE or GXT or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this car has a few different decals, and it was in the Season 17 Rocket Pass, I believe. This car is still one of my favorites. It reminds me of a Fennec, and I know a lot of people use it inside of Rocket League as well as Rocket Racing. It looks good, it plays pretty well, and it has a lot of really nice decals, and the GXT style actually does make it look like another car in its own special way, so I really appreciate that with the car. Number 14 is going to be the Ferrari 296 GTB, which I'm pretty sure, funnily enough, I did not know this, but this came out during mini season 1 Galactic Battle, which was one of the worst seasons in the entirety of chapter 6. Funny that one of the worst seasons produces one of the best cars, but yeah, the Ferrari 296 GTB, I just feel like it was a little bit overpriced. Besides that, I feel like it was nonetheless perfect, honestly. They have that classic like Ferrari decal, which could have been a color off it, honestly, but Ferrari didn't want it to be a color. They wanted it to be a decal, which I can understand, honestly, because if it was a color, then every other car would have to get it and whatnot, so yeah. And it's their color, so I can understand why they didn't want other cars to get it. But number 13 is going to be the Nimbus. Now the Nimbus, it has all those like special decals for like that freaking soccer collab or whatever. I forgot what the name of it was, the soccer collab that it came into. But I feel like it was a really nice car overall, and I like how they changed up the like roof from Rocket League into Fortnite, and I love the actual like lights that you can change like the color of, like with the Megastar, for example. With the Megastar, you could change the neon color lights, and same with the Nimbus. But number 12 is going to be the Corvette. A lot of people got this for free during the summer road trip. I was about to say decal. Oh my god, challenges. But the Corvette is actually like, it came with another free wrap later down the line whenever it first came into the item shop, I believe. Wasn't it? Yeah, I believe it was whenever it first came into the item shop. But the Corvette has some nice decals. You got that free one, like I said, for the summer road trip. You got that like free decal that would be exclusive to that point if you did get it for free during the summer road trip. But now I believe it's like 25 to 2,800 V-Bucks. So yeah. Number 11 though is going to be a lot of people are gonna like this, the Chevy Astrovan. Now this car, SUV, whatever you want to call it, I do like it. It was for free during the Season 20 Rocket Pass, I believe. Well, it wasn't free, obviously. You had to buy the Battle Pass or whatever. But if you grinded up to tier 33, I believe you could get it. My main complaint about this is the color trims. I don't really like how it changes so much of the car. I feel like it should have just changed the trims. That was about it. That would have been good. but it changes a little bit too much, in my opinion, to where it makes it a little bit overwhelming to work with for car combos. Other than that, though, it's a really, really good SUV. I like it a lot. Number 10 is going to be the Bugatti Sentio DSE. Now, as of the point of recording this video, this car has not yet made an appearance in the item shop, but I feel like that will change soon. Right now it is November 28th, 2025 at 12:21 a.m. So remember that. I don't have much to say about this car. I do like it. I love the sound. The design's pretty good, but I would have just preferred mostly any other Bugatti come to the game. The Devo, the frickin' EB110, the frickin' well, what's it called? I was about to say the Countach, but that's a freaking Lambo. I don't know why I was gonna say that. It was like freaking carbon fiber edition or whatever. From the Crew. Oof. I don't remember it off the top of my head. It was like the Chiron or the Veyron. Those are the two ones. Yeah. I would have preferred mostly any other Bugatti come into the game, even the Bolide. The Bolide would have been sick, actually. But I'm getting a little bit off topic here. The Sentio DSE, as you can tell, is not my favorite Bugatti, obviously. But I do have to give them credit where credit is due, and I hope it does come out with the decals and stuff like that soon. I just can't give it one of the top spots right now because we don't have the wheels, we don't have the decals, and we don't know how much it's going to be. So I can't give it like a top 5 or a top 8 or anything like that. I'm stretching it, giving it a top 10. I'm going to be honest. By my standards, I'm kind of stretching it right now, giving it a top 10. So that's as high as I can set it, I'd say. Next up is going to be number 9, though, the Mustang GTD. Now, I remember this thing was like glitched for like so freaking long. It was horrendous. It was just glitch after mess up with this car, and I was so happy when we first got it, like whenever we finally got it into the game. I still do appreciate the car, but my main problem is the lack of decals, honestly. I do like the customization on the decals, but the lack of decals is kind of irritating. I wish we could have gotten a little bit more, but oh well, it is what it is. Next up is going to be number 8, the BMW M3. Now the M3 E30 is, I'd say it is one of my favorite cars in the game, but once again, it's that decal issue with the car, in my opinion. And I also feel like that they could have made that one decal that just repeats itself over and over and over again, taking up so much space in your locker, into just a customizable decal with a few select colors. Why couldn't they do that? Epic. What were you guys thinking? Why take all the extra time just to make so many extra decals when you could have just made them all one color? Just named it like frickin' Power Rangers or something like that, and then just like made up like, yeah, frickin' pink, blue, green, red, white, black, whatever the Power Rangers colors are. I don't know because I don't watch the Power Rangers, but yeah, maybe that has some sort of significant difference. Maybe not. I don't think it does, though, because the pattern is the same on each one of them, except for the other two. I don't know which ones they are, but yeah, it's whatever. Next up, I'm kind of at odds right here for a second, but I think I will set the Countach in number 7. You'll find out what number 6 is here in a second. I was kind of at odds between the two. But the Countach will be number 7 just because of the fact that it was so much pricier than number 6. But the Countach, I love it. It's personally one of my favorite cars in the game, and my favorite Lamborghini by far. Well, especially compared to the Huracan, because the Huracan, okay, don't get me wrong, Huracan is my favorite model of Lamborghini, but it does not sound good at all, and it's severely overpriced in this game. It did get some good decals though recently, which I have to give them credit on that. But yeah, I do like the Countach. I also like how it came with the like older Countach wheels. I love that little Easter egg right there. And I also love the Sub-Zero and Scorpion decals. Both of them were really good looking. Besides that, the car is, yeah, like I said, no complaints for me. For the rest of these, except for maybe a few complaints here and there for some of the cars. But number 6 will be the Void Burn. Now, the reason why I was so at odds between this and the Countach is because I love the Countach, but the Voidburn has a little bit better pricing, and it has it's about the same for me on the car aspect, on how much I love it, because it's like a Honda S2000 and an Audi R8 just like slapped together, you know? The back looks like an R8, the front looks like an S2000 in my opinion. And it also comes with like 3 or 4 sets of wheels. Those decals look really nice on the car, and I honestly love it overall. I don't really have any complaints with this car at all because it's the lowest price point you can get for a car, and it comes with like more customization than basically any other car in the game. They were still trying to figure out the cars back then, I believe. So yeah, but number 5 for me is going to be the Nissan GT-R R32. Now, one of my favorite things about this car is the noise. The noise and the real life accurate, like, representation or accuracy, or whatever you want to call it, has me on the hook. I don't know why. It just has me just completely, like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, the only thing I don't love about this car is, once again, you'll realize a pattern here, the lack of base decals. Epic, start making base decals mandatory for every single car, please. I cannot stress to you how much I've wanted to have base decals on a car, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you know how you want to put frickin' base decals on this car, maybe stripes, maybe flames, something like that. Well, guess what, you're putting a frickin' Godzilla decal on it instead. And I'm like, screw that, I'll just use the regular car with like a frickin' purple or something. Like, I honestly don't get what Epic's freaking deal is with this. I don't know if it's like an IP kind of thing, like maybe Nissan doesn't want that, maybe freaking the makers of Godzilla doesn't want that, Paramount or whoever it is that created Godzilla. I don't know, because I never watched Godzilla. I just want the car for the car, you know? Anyway, I'm getting off on a whole rant here. I'm crashing out over the freaking littlest things right now. Oh my god. Let's continue so this video doesn't take forever. Number 4 will be the Fennec ZFR. I keep forgetting the name of it, but yeah, the Fennec, I feel like it's relatively good all around. There is not any complaints at all about it for me, especially that twin turbo sound whenever you get it. The Fennec though came with like those freaking those soccer decals. I don't remember what they are, but all of them look really good. But the problem with me is I don't know any of the teams or anything like that because I don't watch soccer. Yeah, overall really good for me. My only complaint would be that each one of the wheels were sold separately besides the Fennec's wheels themselves, which honestly I can kind of see why, because like they don't want every single wheel to come with the car for $1,500 or however much this was. I believe it was $1,500, right? But they will want you to buy the wheels separately, obviously. But yeah, I think number 4 is a pretty good spot to put it. Number 3 though will be the Shelby GT500. The Shelby GT500, I just really, I'm going to be honest here. I'm just biased toward this car. I'm going to be completely honest. My bias toward the Shelby GT500 ever since I was a kid was like out of this world, honestly. Oh look, the frickin' mystery machine changed to number 48 now. Okay, cool. I don't know why that suddenly happened, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, the Shelby GT500, yeah, I do feel like it's a very, very nice car, but once again, lack of base decals. They could have just made the stripes and then put the stripes as color customizable instead of just making a whole like silver and black stripes main body kind of decal or whatever. It literally could have just been represented better with some stripes, but it is what it is, I suppose. I gotta stop saying that because that's gonna egg Epic on and on and on and make them be like, oh yeah, we can keep getting away with this. I gotta stop saying that. Epic, if you guys should learn anything from this, number one is to give more cars base decals. Make them mandatory. Honestly, I think more customization for more cars could go a long way with your sales on the cars. They could help. And number two, fix the freaking Dodge Scat Pack. I swear to God, I'm still crashing out over that. Okay, but speaking of number two, why don't we go into number two? Yeah, you remember how the Dodge Scat Pack was number 33? Well, its Battle Pass partner number 8, well, season 18, the Azura, is number 2 because yeah, I don't care what anyone says. This is just a futuristic F40. There, I said it. That's all this car is. And if you disagree, let me put them side by side right here on the screen right now. There you go. Tell me what is different about these cars. I'll wait. Besides, like, minor differences, things you would not notice like regularly, like body type. Tell me what's different about the body. Tell me what would make you be like, oh yeah, that's not a freaking F40 when you're passing it on the road at freaking 80 miles per hour while it's going the other direction. You would think this was an F40, or at least a futuristic one. You would think this is like frickin' F90, F100 kind of territory, whatever, because the F80's already been made. So yeah, why wouldn't you think that? Also, Ferrari definitely copy that design for the F100 or whatever. I'm just saying, don't copy it completely. Just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make some minor adjustments here and there because Epic just copied your F40, so why not do it back? Or Psionics or whatever, whoever copied this thing. I'm gonna make an entire debate about this. Holy crap! I'm gonna give Ferrari ideas if any Ferrari representatives ever watch this, but guess what? They won't because the channel's too small. But next up, the F40 is going to be number 1. Yes, the F40 is my favorite car in Chapter 6, season whatever. I don't know. It's just gonna be Chapter 6, you know. Yeah. The F40. I feel like there are no flaws with this whatsoever. Whenever you go start to brake, the backfire is amazing, glorious. The customization on the car compared to the Azura, top tier, amazing. Besides maybe the lack of base decals. Epic, come on, do something about that. Actually, I feel like base decals should be mandatory on any car, except for the ones that are like collabs. Well, let me put it a little bit better way. Not collabs, but like fantasy cars. Yeah, that's the word. Maybe like the Homer car or like the Ninja Turtle van or whatever. The mystery van though, you should be able to change some color on that at the very least. Let's be honest. But yeah, I'm getting off topic again, man. Jeez, dude. The F40 though. The F40 is basically perfect in every single description of the word, except for the base decals, like I said. But we'll ignore those for now because it's the F40. Now the F40, you can actually customize all of the decals except for that one red one that the 296 GTB also has. So yeah, but that's just because it's just Ferrari red or whatever. I'm pretty sure each one of the decals for this represents like a different kind of race car that the F40 was back in its old racing days. I'm pretty sure there's even a Ferrari versus Ford one on here. I don't know about that though, because I never watched Ferrari versus Ford. I still have to watch that actually. That would be pretty cool to watch. But yeah. I think that's gonna be it. Now, tell me, what would you guys change about this entire freaking tier list? Because I really want to know, honestly. I want to know what you guys think, because holy crap am I biased. Oh, I may have some bias here and there, but it's fine because I genuinely feel this way about every single one of these cars, and you're watching from my opinion, so I feel like that's the way it should be for this, you know? Even though I said this was... Well, anyway. Yeah, I feel like that's the way it should be for this because people watch ranking videos for the person's opinion on the vehicle, the weapon, whatever. However you have it, you know? And each one of these cars, I feel like fits perfectly to how I feel. Well, not perfectly, because there are a few cars that could be moved up or down, in my opinion. But, like, after looking at this, I kind of second guess myself, but I'm just like, at the same time, I'm not sure, you know? I'm not sure if I should second guess myself, because, like, I'm not sure. I feel like this is perfect for me. This is perfect for how much I would probably use the cars, for how much I probably use them currently. And I'm going to be honest, I at one point refunded the mystery machine. So if that tells you how much I lack interest in that car, then yeah, that'll tell you all you need to know. I literally just keep it around to keep my collection full. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm not even joking about that either. Also, why is the Ninja Turtle fan sticking out a little bit there? I keep getting off topic. But yeah, you guys tell me what you guys think about this tier list. Like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, cringy YouTuber notification, ding 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 kind of bell stuff and whatever. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. You guys have a fantastic day, fantastic night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you guys then. Peace. Bye everybody. Bye.